All right, let's attempt this. Find out who's all in this room, and we have no other choice but to do it via Irene's glasses. All right. Now the last forensic video I did, at the end I said I was going to show who was sitting directly in front of her. A lot of you already know who it is. All right. But just for those who don't know, okay, we're going to start off with him first. Then we're going to go around to the rest of the room. And just for the record, we will not know exactly all of those who was in the room. But the ones that we can detect, those are the ones that we're going to try to identify. All right. And another thing in this session, if you hear a lot of quietness, that's just me, just doing my work. This video is strictly just for us to see. All right. Now I put the voice in so I can better explain what I'm doing and things like that when the time occurs. Another thing too, this video is not to identify a killer. All right. I'm not identifying a killer. I'm just identifying who is in the room through these glasses. Okay. That's what we're attempting. Just to identify who's in the room through her glasses. Alright. So with that being said, let's get into it. Now, first thing first, this particular software that I'm using is a forensic software. Alright. A lot of police officers use it, investigators use it. It is a real forensic software. Now, we won't get a definite, clear image like the one you see right before you. You see what I'm saying? Like you can actually see her. You know who she is. You can identify her. You have the details of, her face and things like that. You won't get that full detail. No officer, no investigator has ever done it with a pure blurry image with low pixels. And I believe these low pixels was done this way on purpose and put on the internet because these phones these days, I'm pretty sure she have an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are carrying around iPhones. Me personally, I don't use iPhones. I use Androids. I hate iPhones. But these young cats these days, they pretty much all of them are trying to get an iPhone. Alright? So the images, these iPhones these days are unbelievable. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even purchase real cameras anymore because the iPhone has unbelievable, they give off unbelievable images, videos. You see what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure she had an iPhone. This footage shouldn't be this low of resolution. You see what I'm saying? And the pixels in it is terrible when you zoom in. But it's all good. That's what forensics is for. To get around those things. Alright? By no means that this software is meant to edit anything. You cannot, it's impossible to edit with this software. Color, contrast, hues, things like that, sharpening, smoothing out the pixels when you zoom in, things like that is possible. Other than that, no editing. You can't add people in it. You can't take people out of it. I can't make nobody disappear with this software. It wasn't designed for that. Alright? So we're not adding people in. And just so you know, this is a real video. Alright? This is not an image. This is an actual video. and you will see me going back and forth through the video. All right. Now, another thing I want you to get familiar with is this. I recorded a lot of timestamps. All right. Frames. See the numbers next to the word frames? Now, you go here in this software, your frames or the number of the frame you're in is right here. All right. It says frame. Right now you're at 0 because we haven't started it yet. But once I hit play, you will see the frame numbers start to move. Okay. Another thing. This right here, this is the location of the video. Right where it says 4 seconds. I'm gonna move this over some so you can see. It's at 51 seconds. Now it's at 1 minute and 24 seconds. This is the actual video. All right. You can go back and get this particular video and go to 124, and she will be right in the same position with her hand over her head. All right. So let me see another thing. I did play with it already, so a lot of the plugins are already activated to where I want them to be, so I don't have to, just to cut down time, so I don't have to keep playing with it during the video or whatever. So I just click on it because I know exactly where I wanted it at. So I just click on it, up here, turn the little box. It's a little contrast. Well, not that one. That's the sharpen. And as you can see, that did change. Turn it off. It looks blurry a little bit. Turn it on. Looks a little sharper. Alright. Another thing. Down here is one video. It's two videos. Or a second video. The one in the lobby and the one in the food court. Those are the two videos I'll be using to help identify these people. This is the lobby. This is the food court. Alright. And I threw this in so we can better explain exactly where they are in the room. All right. And just for starters, as you can see, it is a pretty tight place, a pretty tight space in this room. So even if they moved all of this stuff right here out the way, it's still a pretty tight place. You see what I'm saying? Like what Ty was standing right here up against the wall or whatever. I still don't know if this was behind him or not, but even if it wasn't, it's still a pretty tight space. All right. Alright, so let's get started. And so we're going to start off with old boy. And he is at, we're going to start off at 12:58, frame 12:58 first. And again, a lot of y'all already know who this is, or already know what person I'm talking about when I say the person that's sitting directly in front of her. A lot of you don't, so we just gonna go straight through it. I'm turning the speed down some because it moves pretty fast. All right. Okay. As you can see already, his pants is in her frames. So I'm gonna zoom that in. So all right, these are his pants. Give y'all a little bit of sound in the background so you won't be too bored. You know what I mean? Okay, so hit play. Now, what I want y'all to see first is the fact that this white design, this white patch or white bleach design, it's over his knee. You can see his knee bending right here. All right. Another thing, as we move forward, he got a white line on the side of his pants on both sides. Okay. That you can clearly see over here. And this is Fight the Truth, one of Fight the Truth videos. I want to give out my appreciation for uploading this video from the Rosemont files. All right, he's going out the door at that time, so let me get him back in here. As you can see, I'm calling him Swole Dude. I don't know the dude's name. The nigga look swole than a motherfucker, so I just call him Swole Dude. Oh, what that was, 4652, and then 4807. We're gonna go to 4652 first, just to show you that's good right there. Okay, let's go to 4807. All right, this is him sitting in the lobby. All right, y'all remember that? That's him sitting in the lobby. All right, this is Irene coming in. And another thing too, while we at this, a lot of people are saying that this is not Irene either coming in or going out or when she came in to go to the desk with Bree and this young lady right here because of her shoes. And Chosen started that fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Chosen, for some reason, he said that her shoes was all white with red in, or all red with a white patch on the side, or something like that though. And when he had a so-called interview with Irene on the phone through Zyke, she said, well, that seems fishy. He flipped the context of what she was saying. She wasn't saying that seems fishy as if she knew exactly what he was talking about. It's just the fact that you are telling me that it's somebody else that was dressed like me, but their shoes wasn't perfectly detailed like mine. Like their shoes was a little different from mine. Same colors, but a little different from mine. So if you telling me this, and this is what you say you saw, the only thing I have left to say about that is, well, that seemed kind of fishy. It's not that she's agreeing with you that that actually happened. And a lot of people ran with it. All right. All three scenes of her in this lobby was Irene. Indeed. On the side of her shoe, from a certain distance, it looks like the shoe is mostly white and some red. And then from the front of her shoe, it seems like the shoe is mostly red and some white. That's the angle of the shoe. And I'm going to prove that starting right here. Now, do you see the white sole of her feet? It goes all the way around. If you take a good look, she has a white design on the side. And then on the top front of her shoe, it's red. And I think on the back end of her shoe is also red. So the shoe is mostly red on top. It has a very thick white sole around the trim. And has a white design on the side. Now, see that? Now it looks like the shoe is mostly red. It's the same footage. Looks like the shoe is mostly red. Let's bite this up a little bit. See that? Looks like the shoe is mostly red with a white bottom around. It's the same shoe. It's the same shoe. Even when she comes in, it looks like the shoe is mostly red. Now it looks like it's white with white with some red in it and a white design, but it's the same shoe. Now it looks like mostly red. So let's take it a little step, a little more further. Let me see, 112:31. 12:31. All right. She's going to walk in. I didn't forget about the dude now. How do the shoe look to you now? Well, watch when she come back. See how she turned to the side? Same shoe. Watch it again. See how it's red with the white patch on the side? Watch when she come back. Same shoe, same video, same footage. It's the same shoe. Let's go back some when she turned back to the side. Alright, let's bring up the magnifying glass. See the white design? See it? It's the same shoe. Alright. And let's go to when she was going out the hotel. $344. Now in this part, I think she's just going to go straight out. I don't think she's going to make any turns or anything like that. The only turn she's going to make. Okay, let's bring the magnifier back up. See that white design on the inside of her shoe? It's the same shoe. You see the red in the back? You see the white trim around the bottom? It's the same shoe. You see it right there? It's the same shoe. It's the same shoe. Chosen started that bullshit. She didn't know what the hell he was talking about. She was just saying, well, that sound fishy. Bring it back one more time. See that? This is the white trim going all the way around. That's the white design on the side of her shoe. Alright? So let's dead that. It's the same person. It's not an imposter. Stop listening to that chosen bullshit. Alright, let's get out of there and let's go back to Big Swole. Alright, so remember I showed you the white design that's clearly going over his knee into his lap area, and the white little design on the side. And of course this is his shirt hanging down. Alright, remember this. And that's not the only part. I'm going to show you his shirt too, and his hat. As a matter of fact, since we're doing forensic, let's go to a little sharpening. Alright. And let's go to some curve to sort of brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so you can see that. And for those who already know about this part, or you already know that that's him sitting in front of her, you can skip up a little bit, but hey, you just might miss something, so I'm not guaranteed that you're going to get everything that I'm saying, but you know how to work the video player. Okay, 4807. Let's skip through this. Now he's actually waiting on somebody. 54 was saying something about balls. I don't know. I don't remember what part of the video that was. I could have skipped over it, but this is apparently this is at the beginning. When everybody was coming in and just kind of walking around and little shit like that. And that was supposed to have been when Irene first came in to the party, which I don't get that part, because that group that you just seen pass by, okay, clearly that was after Irene came in. Where did they just come from? Are they just sort of just walking around? But when they first came in, they came in with a guy in all black. Where did he disappear to? And he was in the room too. All right. So you see the white design clearly over his knee going into his lap. You can also see the little white mark on the side, and that's on both sides of his jeans. Bring up the magnifier. See that? That white mark is on the side of his jeans. White mark on the other side of his jeans. So it's that white mark is on both sides of his jeans. Now remember the design in his shirt. Remember this gold design. It's like going over his shoulder. This dark design right here, and the color of his hat. So remember all that. All right, I'm gonna leave it up there so you can keep a visual in your head. All right. And I think he kind of took his hat off and rubbed his head a little bit. You know how niggas do? They take the hat off and rub their head a little bit and put their hat back on real quick. I think that's what he did, but that's not really important. That's his hat. Let's sharpen that up a little bit. All right. Put a little brightness to it. That's his hat. And there goes the designs and shit in his shirt. That's that dark mark on his well, it'll be on his right, but our left. All the little colors and shit. You can sort of see the gold in there a little bit. That gold that was over his shoulder. You can see a little better right there, just a bit. Now I can zoom out, because the way pixels work in videos, when you zoom out, the pixels, they squeeze back together. You see what I'm saying? To sort of give you more of the original. When you zoom back out to the original size, the pixels go back to its original position. But of course I have a little bit of effect on it, so and also she's already sort of blurry in motion. So I'm gonna bring that back some. That's his hat. You can see that's his hat, face, shoulder. You can see his head a little better. See that? You see his head a little better. That's the gold designs and stuff like that. You know, mixed in with the little brown and black. You can still see that white mark on that side of his shoulder. So that's clearly him. Alright, so now let's go to this guy in the red. Now a lot of people had this guy in the red mixed up with one of the dudes that was in the red hoodie. That's not him. That's another guy that came in with Big Swole. That's going to be in the food court. Now I'm going to show you details of his shirt. It's actually a jersey. I'm going to show you the details of that. But first, let me go to this, because somebody else had on a Chief jersey also, the female that he was waiting on in the lobby. See that? She have on a red Chief jersey also. But the difference between her jersey and his jersey is her stripes are on her elbow. His stripes is on the hem of his sleeve. He also have a some black in the front of those stripes on the hem of his sleeve. All right, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Matter of fact, let's just go straight to it. We have 2881 and 5818. So let's go to, I think we're already at 2881 already. No? Okay. So let's get there. All right. Let's zoom in a little bit. Ah, God damn it. All right, now you see that black right? That's his hands. That's the black in on the hem of his sleeve. I'm gonna bring that back a little bit so you can see that stripe. See on this side that white? Yeah, you can see it right here. That white stripe. Black pants. The Chief design in the front. You see that Chief design? Now you're not going to get a perfect Chief design, but we can clearly see that it's a design right there. Let's bring that back. Let's take the sharpen off. And let's zoom out. All right. Okay, that's at 2908. We're gonna go to let's go to the beginning where you can see his shoes. All right, that's him. That's his white shoes that he got on. See that? Same dude. Hands in the same position. Red jersey. You see that? Red jersey. Same guy. White shoes, dark pants. He got a little white, like a little white fade, maybe in the front of his jeans, you know, down by the ankles and somewhere within the leg area. Same guy, white shoes, red jersey. Okay, so let's get him down here in the food court. That'll be at 3640. And there you go. Black sleeve, white design on the hem of his sleeve, white shoes, a little bit of white in his jeans, Chief design, Chief jersey, that black in the middle that I'm pretty sure you've seen. Alright. And just to put on record, does it look like these two are with them? Like they in a group? Like what the fuck is that in that box, dude? And it also looked like the same dude that was with the examiner in the kitchen when they had Kenneka on the gurney. Look like the same dude. Like they came in a group. Looks like that to me. And I believe this is the person that they were saying is the editor at Chicago Tribune. I don't know. Just a wild guess, right? Just looks odd. So anyway, so we got them two out the way. So what do we have left? All right, this one right here is a pretty hard one. There's a couple of pretty hard ones on here, but the tall girl that everybody was saying that looks like a dude. I mean, I still don't know if that's a dude, female, could be a dude. She also was in the room at the time of this live, and I'll show it to you. .4029 frame 4029. must be where I started at. Let's see. Oh, she's up here. That's right. Yeah. Okay, that's not Shemaya. Shemaya didn't ever want no black. God damn. You got to be that obvious?